Hello Rat Bags, it's Jade. Welcome to a very special Ark Survival Evolved video. No timestamps needed. Ark Survival Evolved Genesis DLC has been delayed once more. Well, there may be some timestamps. I'm going to talk about some other stuff, the reasons why they think it's okay to delay, or the reasons why they're going to be delaying to hopefully add some more features to the game. Yes, it's bad news, and I could sit here all day criticising wildcards, but at least they finally told us instead of waiting to like the last day of January before turning around. And they've done that in the past, trust me, they have. News was announced a good few hours ago. We're going to go through the message from the founders, but Genesis won't be coming out now until the 25th of February. This will be the 5th time they have delayed DLC or maps. If you count up the amount of times they've also delayed stuff coming actually onto console, let alone just PC, and it's well into double digits. This is a reason why you see so much negativity around social media. It's okay to delay stuff, it really is. If it ain't ready, we don't want a mess like Extinction was. You ever seen that film Memento? It's literally like the ARK devs have that. They simply just can't remember what happened more than a few minutes ago. Now I do hate saying I told you so, but I did call it. I did do a live stream yesterday or the day before saying that the Valentine's event is coming and that they would end up probably delaying it. So we do get some sexy new images of the Moda boss in it as well, and a more high-res version of the Astrocetus. A message from the founders. Hello survivors. Jesse and Jeremy here. I don't know why they're Irish. We know things have been quiet on the Genesis news for the past few weeks, even though there is so much more to show you. We've been deeply immersed in the pre-release development process. That being said, we're writing today to tell you that the final release date for Genesis Part 1 is now February the 25th, simultaneously on all platforms. So it is going to be coming out on Xbox, PlayStation and PC exactly the same time. That will also happen for Windows 10 as well. No love for Switch? No, of course not. We haven't got one single bit of DLC on Switch, let alone the newest. This additional delay will no doubt come as a disappointment to everyone who's eagerly waiting Genesis. We're extremely sorry to push it back an extra month, but as we've been heads down with the rest of the team polishing, balancing and putting the final pieces together, we really felt that the extra rate will be worth it, both for the quality of the base game and the ambitious new expansion. The live team's taking advantage of the scheduling change by making sure we have a really fun Valentine's event in store for you. Something we originally planned to skip because it followed so closely behind the launch of the new expansion. Damn, they're full of, we're doing stuff for you, when really, actually, it just turns out if they got their shit together, they could have done all this stuff anyway. Plus, we've just deployed an initial anti-meshing patch, and next week we'll be rolling out a defensive anti-meshing logic overhaul that should fundamentally address those long-standing issues. As we look forward to a successful cross-launch platform of Genesis, by the way, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to play cross-platform. That just simply means cross-platform, as in it's launching on all three. Don't get your hopes up, people. All of this will make ARK substantially better for everyone who plays PvP and PvE. On behalf of the broader Wildcard team, we thank you so much for your passion, creativity, feedback and support. Blah, 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 blah. We'll give you the next chapter to you. And here's some tasty screenshots from ARK Genesis Part 1. So, big news. Like I said, guys, you can tell I'm a little bit salty, but I'm not. I mean, I don't really mind. I've got loads of stuff going on at the end of this month. I'm quite glad it's going to be delayed. But I do appreciate so many people have been passionate and waiting for this to come out. And it's just really weird how Wildcard do stuff. Their marketing is shocking. It really is pretty poor. I mean, how are you going to go on talking about Valentine's Day yesterday and then you decide to just not talk about the Genesis DLC delay? It's bizarre. I know they probably thought, let's give them something hopeful to look for, something that they're going to enjoy at least and something to tide them over, but that still could have come after this news. This was more important than working out what's happening in 2 weeks. Wildcard literally treat their player base like stupid children. Here you go, here's a little sweetie. Now don't look at my hands because my hand's coming behind you to smack you around your head. Harsh? Maybe. If this was the first time Wildcard had done something like this, I could honestly say, man, these devs, they work so hard and it's just one of them things. They're so ambitious. They really want this to go well. But it's not. It's the 5th time they've delayed a major DLC, a major piece of stuff. And no one puts pressure on them other than themselves. I said it the other day. They should just say they've got something happening. They're going to put a release date of 2 months after they think they're going to be finished. So that internally they've got the date lined up well in advance. Instead of this stupid pressure, instead of this stupid runarounds and stupid overhype. it definitely does lose players. Each time something like this happens, people will go out and start cancelling their plans. Maybe they're starting to think about other games that are coming out, although this is the year of the delay. Nothing's changed. I've said this for over 3 years now. WILDCARD, you've just got to be a little bit more forward planning. You are not some tiny little 20 developer team. You never were. You had 40 people launch ARK in 2015. You've grown to over 70 or 80 now. You are not a small developer as it stands. Stop acting like some shoddy backstreet market dealer. Woo! Posse vibes! Posse vibes! I need posse vibes! Anyway, let's take a look at these sexy screenshots and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the meshing and some of the other stuff that's happening. It's not all just about Genesis, you know, because not everyone's going to buy it. So the motor is some horrendous sort of Basque shark or weird thing. It looks like it's a pneumatic drill going on, like they've got all these little spikes and stuff going on. Clearly huge. I mean, look at the size of this dude lining up against it. All the electricity going on. It looks like a massive giant eel. It looks stupendous. I mean, it's going to be batshit mental taking on this guy. Look at the size of it compared to that. Holy schmoly. And the sharks as well. Yeah, you're going to need everything. Finally, water tames are going to be useful, guys. It's one of my big criticisms. You don't need your water tames. They do nothing. So, yeah, good stuff. I like this. I do like this. I like they're trying something a bit fresh and a bit new. So we're seeing the bog biome looks very, very swamp-like, but obviously much more darker details and mist everywhere. I'm kind of digging this as well. I'm kind of feeling this. This could be pretty good. So, you know, I guess that's the payoff, right? Stuff that takes a bit more out there, that isn't just copy and paste from what they did before, which in my opinion, what Extinction was. It was very much copy and paste. Apart from the city, they just simply rolled in all the biomes from their other maps because it saved time and it was easy and quick to do. And that's true because they ended up working on Extinction in about 5 months, purely because half their team went to work on Atlas. So if they spend a bit more time, and this is the kind of things they can deliver, I can be down for that. I can get behind the devs for this shizzle. So clearly the bog spider's going to be running around and we'll be able to just jump from limb on these trees, of course, and stuff like that. Obviously, we've got to see a good, so is that a Sarco? Plenty of them in the biome, and we've got the faithful Yi small little tiny turtle. Where's the big turtle? We want to see the big one. And of course, Genesis, obviously the obelisk is absolutely cut in half here by the looks of things. It's like just got half kind of showing, or it's a very different style. We're clearly on the lunar surface. We've got the astrocetuses, asteroids running around. I wonder if you can climb on them asteroids. That'd be so sick if you can land on them. I've seen these in other maps before. Lots of modders put these in their maps and they rotate and they fly around the whole planet as you're playing the game. But and some of them you can actually jump on. You can climb on them. So that'd be pretty cool. Imagine being able to build a small little base as it just rotates around. I mean, that probably won't happen, but it'd be a bit nuts if it did. Yeah, I mean, it just looks badass. And don't forget, these are limited time tames. They are basically going to be the Titanosaur of Genesis. You can only summon for a little while. They'll cause massive amounts of damage. You'll be able to teleport to places with it. And any creatures or any people around you will also teleport with you. It's also going to fire some stuff from its back, or you can have a platform saddle on it that's going to have a certain something on it as well, if I remember rightly from the Genesis stuff a little while ago. So it does look cool. We've obviously got like lots of these green elemental sort of style spikes here, and we've got some orange flowing trees here. Definitely looks like element. Obviously this is where we're going to be getting lots of the element. They've said that in the past as well. You're going to be coming here avoiding the sunlight because it's going to kill you. And staying maybe in shade too long is going to kill you. So you can't be here all the time. Maybe not as extreme as Aberration Surface, but something very similar that it will start causing damage. We're going to be able to jump higher. I think the gravity is slightly different, and oxygen levels are going to be important. You're going to need to have oxygen. So yeah, good stuff. So with the meshing thing, obviously it has been one of the biggest problems I've spoken about. I know I go on about duping on console and stuff like that. A lot of that has hopefully been fixed a lot more, but the meshing has still been just one of the big massive issues. So if they're promising this and it works, great stuff. I really hope this does do the job. It would definitely bring back the PvP contingent, because PvP has been dying for a long time. It has. Players are just sick of getting meshed by cheaters and basically taken out by cheaters. There's still some issues with mechs. just simply said, oh mechs, their day is coming, I can promise you that. So mechs are still being able to be duped, or there's still hundreds and hundreds of them across all the PvP servers. You don't know what they've done to combat a lot of duping now is you'll throw your creature out and the message will pop out and say that this creature blah 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 doesn't work basically. So any creatures that were duped, when you throw them out of your cryopod, that's it, they're gone. Now there was a mistake where this was affecting innocent people a couple weeks ago, but it seems to have corrected that. So hopefully that's what's going to carry on going forward. Any duped creatures will be disappearing. Hopefully they're going to concentrate on mechs. Still no word about other stuff that might have been duped, like bullets, ammo, resources. All that stuff has always been duped. It does feel like the official servers are still a bit infected with all this kind of stuff, and they haven't really done much to ban people. They've not really gone ahead and banned a shed ton of people on Xbox and PlayStation or PC from what I can see from the forums. They have got a worldwide ban list, so I check that regularly, and it doesn't look like they've gone too mad. It looks like it's the average number that they would ban. Ban them all, Cedric, ban them all. Who else is wanting to see what my message is, eh? Come on, you know you do. Is it bugging you? Is it bugging you, that one? I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it until next time I do a video. And lastly, just finishing off with the issues that have been plaguing ARK lately. Connection issues are still ongoing. If you're having problems connecting to any of your ARK servers on the official network, particularly on Xbox, it does look like that is still a problem with a third party. They're saying third party, just say it, it's Xbox. It's got to be Xbox. So if you're still having problems, it hasn't been fully resolved. Hopefully that's going to happen soon. So there we go, guys. We've got the Valentine's Day event on the 14th of February, obviously. It's going to probably kick off a couple of days before, or maybe just on the day. 5 brand new chibis, which I'm guessing are going to be some of the water ones or some of the creatures we didn't see. Hopefully we're going to start seeing some hype leading up to the actual release date of the DLC now. And if you want to come and get hyped and come and play on my Genesis servers free, unlike every other YouTuber that makes you pay on their Patreon, which I have done in the past, but I haven't done that for a long time. I'd rather try and give my fans something good to play for absolute free. Although if you want to go and check out my Patreon, you can. Come and join Discord. We'll set up some channels, and as soon as the ARK Genesis map goes live, I will have a server pretty much ready to set up to go. Now I know there's a date, I can set the servers up, so I just need to switch the map and the servers will be live the minute we actually have them in our hands. Xbox, PlayStation and PC. I'm honestly disappointed the devs have done it. I'm disappointed that everyone seems to be on this like positive vibes shit, and you need to remember the past. The streets don't forget. But ultimately, game dev is like that, and WILDCARD are never going to change. We're never going to get them to do any shizzle better. This is just the way they are. They've done this for 5 years now. They're not going to change. So we have to change. We have to accept them for what they are. And I'm pretty pleased on a personal note, because as I said, I've got shit to do, and it gives me a chance to do my A to Z of ARK, which I kind of had let slip a little bit. So I'm going to be doing my A to Z of ARK videos. There's lots of creative stuff I want to do, but I don't get time because I've always got to report on the news. So I'm out. I'm done. For the best in survival game news. Make sure you've got subscriptions on. Make sure you're notified. Come join my Discord. Give me a follow on Twitter, and I'll see you ratbags later.